With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's all...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start here with Jackson. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Darren Lee there to get him down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To throw is Watson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
All that only nets him a yard. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal?
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike 55.
Back to throw, Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
16 yards, a first down.
56.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got it. This is Ware. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. On the carry, it's Jackson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Jackson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And Olsen over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 27, Watson bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to go up top, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
On first down, Watson over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Watson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check Mike 99. Mike 99. I know he's 31.
Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Wentz now on first down. And that's complete to Jesse James. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Counter play with Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
X3, 218, chop.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Wentz. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demaryius Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. McManus's point after is good, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go. Check Mike, 99. Mike, 99.
They run the counter. Jackson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Watson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way.
Ware gets hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
We got 4. We got enough.
Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there. Third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And that is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Wentz now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, it's Ware.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Wentz. Trying to lay one up deep. Late. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Get ready. At their own 13-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3.
Shift.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line,
now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. On first down, Wentz. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having pulled...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 7.
Watson now to throw. Completes it to Lee. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. He's back to throw, and that will be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah,
and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. He'll look to throw. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Wentz to throw. And the tight end Olsen, right side. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Cleveland.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. To throw is Wentz. Flushed out right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, well, this loss means they'll have one more shot to avoid the dreaded 0-16. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire